When you want to dress up as your favorite superhero in a costume and play around in it, that's cosplay. What is it about comic books that draws you to it?
Something fun and silly and get to be someone else for a day.
How long have you been doing this?
7 years doing cosplay, 10 years on the going to Comic Cons.
Would you say cosplay is addicting?
Yes.
We are here at the Pasadena Convention Center for the Pasadena Comic Con. This is what's known as the dealer room. Cosplay is about that, letting that inner child run wild.
So cosplay is just costume play. You put on a costume. Some people like to stay in character. It's usually not my thing, but it's really fun to watch people do it. It's just having a good time and dressing up as characters that you like.
Cosplay is where you make your own costume and you want to show it to everybody at conventions, like how hard you work on and how you made it, and it's really hard work.
Megatron, can you explain to the people out there what is cosplay?
Cosplay is an expression of yourself, expression of arts. Be who you want to be. No one judges you, and have a good time doing it.
And what draws you to it?
I have kids that are 6 and 8 years old, and we love to dress up on Halloween time. I just love it for the kids' faces. You see the excitement on them, and seeing a 9-foot transformer.
What do you think of this guy?
He's super cool.
Way cool, yeah. And how long did it take you to make this?
Well, between wife, life, work, and kids, about 6 months.
Awesome! Woo!
Cosplay is just putting on a costume, whether it's Halloween or a more elaborate costume, and becoming the character you always wanted to be.
My character is X-23. She's Wolverine's clone.
See those claws. How much do they charge you for a manicure?
They don't charge me because I can just kill them if I want to.
Oh, there you go. That works.
My name is Nick Palma, and I was the action or fight turtle for the character Michelangelo on the second movie, The Secret of the Ooze.
That is awesome. What do people say when you tell them you were actually a Ninja Turtle? What do they say? Do they believe you?
They don't believe me. But then I have to take off my turtle shell and then put on my head, and then they believe me, yeah.
What kind of training did you get, or did you get any training for this?
Well, I mean, I'm a martial artist, and I'm a gymnast, and, so forth. So, I mean, when I auditioned for it, I auditioned doing my martial arts in the nunchucks, because the character that I played was Michelangelo, the guy with the orange headband, and his choice of weapon was the nunchucks, which are the two sticks held together with the chain and so forth.
Did you ever get hurt?
There's a scene where the Foot have captured Raphael, and they tied him up to a post. And it's in a junkyard scene. So we have to go in, sneak in the other 3 turtles. That's Donnie, Leo, and myself, Mikey. We sneak in, we see him there, we go and we're gonna grab him, but then we realize that it's a nice setup for a trap. All of a sudden, a cargo net swoops us up. In the actual scene, what happens is it was attached to a hydraulic lift off the side of the soundstage, and it's supposed to go up 20 feet off the ground. So it goes up 10 feet off the ground, the cable snaps.
Uh-oh.
Boom, we're right down on the floor. It was quiet, so quiet you could hear a pin drop on that soundstage. I mean, people were scared that we were dead.
Did anybody say at least ouch?
We didn't even have time. We didn't know what happened. I mean,
Well, at least it wasn't fatal. You're still here.
so there was a frame that was on the outside of that cargo net, so it wouldn't have us bunch up all together. So that frame landed on one of the on Stephen Ho's. This is Stephen Ho right here on his ankle. Now, as soon as that landed, that broke that ankle in 3 places,
Oh my God.
and that swelled up like a balloon. If they didn't evacuate immediately, he would have lost his ankle. Larry Lamb, that's Larry Lamb. Right
And this
there.
is you right here. This is you,
right there.
the original turtle.
This is Larry Lamb, and they're still working in the industry. But anyway, Larry Lamb compressed his back, so those 2 guys were out of the movie. But from that point on,
And then what did you come out of?
that day, that actually severed my MCL.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so we did get injured. We finished the movie, but I mean, we had to go. We had workers.
Well, you're a real trooper. That's all I can say.
Oh, the show must go on.
The show must go on. All right, we'll get a little demonstration. Go for it, Nick. Woohoo! All right. Hey! What is cosplay?
Cosplay is a way to interact with people, We were basically a charity group, so we go around and help promote charities.
I love your look. I love your look. Okay. What do you say? I think Pennywise needs to make his own fast food chain, you know, and just knock Ronald McDonald off, okay? Because I would buy a hamburger off you.
Cosplay is when you find a character or a persona that you want to go ahead and imbibe in yourself and use like with your costume. So you want to take that person and you want to look like that person.
We are here with
Superman.
It's an interesting interpretation. Would you say this Superman going to bed?
Maybe later.
Why does this Flash look different than the other Flash?
This was based on the original Golden Age Flash design. So you got the Doughboy helmet with the wings. He got his powers from the god Mercury.
What is your character?
Yin.
And who is Yin?
Yin's a character I made, actually, and they're going to be in a comic eventually that I'm going to write.
What is it about cosplay that draws you to it?
I could work on my artistic skills, being able to paint, cut things precisely, put them together, and mostly bring things to life.
We are here with
Goat versus Fish.
Goat versus Fish.
Yes, it is Goat versus Fish.
That's the name.
I am Goat versus Fish. Yes, forever Goat versus Fish. All things Goat versus Fish.
Could you please describe what is it? What are you?
I am Goat versus Fish, the Goat Fish. And in the beginning there was Goat versus Fish, the Goat Fish. And Goat versus Fish said that there should be goat and that there should be fish. The question is not who or what is Goat versus Fish. The question is, are you a goat or a fish? Are you a goat or a fish?
I'm not sure.
Then you are a fence sitter. You are a fence sitter that sits on the fence pitiably, choosing neither goat nor fish. It is pitiable.
Well, I got to work on that.
Yes, yes. You should choose goat or fish. All should choose goat or fish. You should choose goat or fish.
What are your powers?
Goat versus Fish is here, yes, and Goat versus Fish simply asks if one is a goat or a fish. Simply asks if one is a goat or a fish.
May I ask, what wisdom do you have to share with the world?
A goat is a goat and a fish is a fish.
That's pretty obvious.
Yes, and yet some, like you, do not even know to choose goat or fish. You do not even know if you are a goat or a fish.
I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence.
Still on a fence, still a fence sitter.
I'll be there for a while.
At least you have heard the word of Goat versus Fish.
At least.
You have heard the word of Goat versus Fish, yes.
Well, thank you, Goat versus Fish. Thank you. Thank you.
Always thank Goat versus Fish.
Thank you, Goat versus Fish.
At Goat VS Fish on all social media. Thank you. Thank you for speaking with Goat.
One final request. Could you do a little spin for the camera so they get a view of your ensemble?
Goat versus Fish, yes. Goat versus Fish.
What is your character's name?
My character's name is Hatsune Miku, and I'm Japanese and I like singing.
Did you make this outfit yourself?
I had help, like my uncle helped me make this outfit with some materials.
People ask me, why do I do John Coffey at conventions? To me, John Coffey is the world's greatest superhero.
Why?
Who else has the power to save lives and heal people and bring people back to life? You know, if I had those powers, I would choose those over any.
What's up?
Let's see ya.
I know who you are. You're Aquabat Man.
Yes, I am.
Could you please explain what the heck is Aquabat?
What's an Aquabat? Seriously, the greatest band members on the planet. They're half rock, half nerd, all hero.
What drew you to cosplay?
I would say the Power Rangers. And just coming to conventions like this and seeing all the cosplays and stuff, it really inspired me.
Hi, I'm Taco from TV.
Taco from TV? I sure am. Wow.
I
bet you have good taste.
I do.
Taco, get a taste?
And you can find me at Act Out Games on YouTube, where I post videos every day.
Why are girls into comic books and superheroes now?
Well, I don't think that they ever weren't into this kind of stuff. I just think that society sort of didn't let them enjoy that kind
Rob, you got a point.
of. So now society's a lot more open and in allowing girls to like these kinds of things.
I love this outfit. Did you make it? Did you buy it?
We sort of bought different parts and we made different parts. We made this.
Okay.
It's out of Warbler, and this I got from Renfest a really long time ago.
I love the bodice. This is really cool. Look at the bodice.
Oh, nice.
I love the locks and everything, huh? Yeah. Oh, now, I'm going to ask you to do a slow spin for the camera like a model. You know how to do that? Here, now spread the cape. Do a slow spin. Yeah, baby. You rock, girl. One more spin. You look awesome. We are here with... Can we talk to the person behind the mask? Okay. How you doing? How do you get that voice modulation going?
It's some little like crappy Halloween one that's right here.
So tell me, describe what is cosplay?
Oh God, it's Halloween more than one day a year.
Would you like to do a slow spin for the camera? Slow spin. All righty. You look awesome. Would you guys like to do a spin? Like a model spin? Yes, turn around, spin around. There you go. So you can get the whole outfit. I know what this is for. When he steps out of line, bang, right? He looks at the other girls, bang, right? You keep him in line. Would you like to take a slow spin for the camera? Slow spin. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's awesome. Let's do a little spin for the camera. There you go. He's buzzing a move. Thank you, Deadpool. What drew you to cosplay?
Scaring little children.
I bet you're really fun on Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Margaret Carey was, wait for it, you were the model for Tinkerbell.
No. I am the model for Tinkerbell.
I stand corrected. When the live action parts were shot, they needed a live, nimble actress, and Margaret, you were that. Did you have a background in gymnastics or anything?
No, I had a background in dancing and in acting, and that's what they needed, was somebody who could do pantomime, somebody who could give her a personality.
All the live action shots, she did them.
That was 67 years ago.
What does it feel like to be Tinkerbell?
It is exciting.
May I ask, how many people auditioned for this?
You know, I don't know, because I auditioned individually. I was working at Fox at the time. I got a call from my agent. They said, get yourself over to Disney if you can, because they're interviewing for a 3.5-inch sprite who doesn't talk.
You met with Disney, right?
Not at that point. No, I met with Mark Davis. Mark Davis, when I use that word, it's magic, one of the 9 old men of animation. He did Flower and Thumper and Bambi. He designed a baby Bambi. He also did Pirates of the Caribbean. He designed that. He designed The Haunted Mansion. He designed Cruella de Vil. I mean, we're talking genius here, and what a gentleman. He would bring the storyboard that would tell you what this part of the story was and what she was supposed to do. Whether she was just supposed to walk away or whether she was very upset or very surprised or whatever. And I would go out in the center of the lights that were there in front of the camera and work out something that they liked, and they said, that's the one. And the reason that I could do that was because I'm a dancer. I've been a dancer since I'm 4. If you go back and look at Tinkerbell done by Mark Davis in the first 2 movies, you will find her, she's walking like a ballerina. Mm-hmm. She does everything with her hands like a ballet dancer. We were in the middle of the big sound stage, and over at the wall, Walt Disney would come in with Buddy Ebsen and a few others, and they were trying to figure out a registration problem. So they would come in, maybe 5, 6, 7 people, and they would work over there. And when they left, he would often come over to talk to Mark Davis to see how Tinkerbell was doing, what was doing, and I got to chat with him. I was terrified. You see, I was started when I was 4 years old, and you were trained to know that the head of a studio was God. So I'm talking to the head of a studio. I was dumbfounded. And then the last few times I thought, he's Walt Disney. He was adorable. He was kind. He was thoughtful. I went to school with both of his daughters, so we chatted with that for a couple of minutes, and then he left.
Looking at these pictures, I can see that, you know, it wasn't just that they were using the body for reference. They were using your face. I'm not talking with an actor. I'm talking to Tinkerbell, folks. I am so pleased. God bless you. What is your character's name?
Helga G. Pataki from Hey Arnold.
And what does she do? What is she?
She's like the second main character in Hey Arnold, and she is all mean and tough, but she has a crush on Arnold.
What is steampunk?
It is a cross between the Victorian age and science fiction.
It would be what the Victoria era would have been like had they had computers and, you know.
Exactly.
I'm Mike with the Hollywood Ghostbusters.
I'm Natalie, and I'm an honorary Hollywood Ghostbuster.
And I'm Reed with the Hollywood Ghostbusters.
You guys turn on. I want to get the techwear here. Wow. Now, you got the steampunk version, right? Did you make that?
I did not. I actually went on Etsy and shopped for different Ghostbuster parts and ordered this from a maker called No One's Designs.
Cosplay, well, to me, it's dressing up as, you know, different characters from anime and manga and just different things you enjoy.
What is it about cosplay that draws you to it? Why cosplay?
I think it's the fact that you get to play another character for a day. You know, I don't have to be myself, which is a paralegal, a boring job. I can actually express myself. I can have fun. I can act like a different character and just enjoy the spirit of it. And everyone is super fun. Cosplayers are really nice people, so it's a nice community.
How about you? What's cosplay mean to you?
I am super shy, but when I put like a costume on, I can be someone else and it's easier for me. Yes, and I love making cosplay. It's so fun. You can create it, you can mash things up, you can do things different. So it's just fun to be creative.
How about you? What draws you to cosplay?
I'm gonna say like the social part of it, because I'm also very shy, or I was very shy, and now
I would never guess.
Yeah.
Not with that outfit.
Yeah, no, I'm new to this, but the social aspect has helped me actually a lot.
What draws you to cosplay?
The community.
Really?
Yeah, that you can meet anyone and all shapes and sizes, and you just really get along.
I handcraft geek-themed items. So I'm a 100% disabled veteran whose therapist told her to get a hobby.
Work it, girl. That's it. Do the spin. There you go. Awesome. What is it about cosplay that you love so much?
I really love how cosplay is, I feel it's all about self-expression.
I am a steampunk vendor, so I primarily do steampunk shows, so I am in a steampunk attire.
How long have you been doing this?
For probably about 5 years, but I've been an aromatherapist for over 20 years. So my brand and my company is Gear Oils, and I do aromatherapy essential oils for therapeutic needs.
Well, that's all for now. Coming live from the Pasadena Comic Con in downtown Pasadena. Hope you had fun. Enjoying the world of cosplay. And something to know and learn about, it's releasing that inner child in you, tapping into that inner superhero and just flying with it. Best of all, have fun with it. See you again soon.
Yes, let us sing in celebration of Goat versus Fish. Goat versus fish, 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 goat versus fish. Goat versus fish, goat versus fish. Hey, fish. It is goat versus fish. It is goat versus fish.
The original.
And it is at goat vs fish. At goat vs fish. Thank you for celebrating with goat versus fish.
The honor is mine, sir. The honor is mine. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Always thank goat versus fish.
Hi, I'm Kristal Kira. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't miss our next exciting video. Subscribe now.